I am thrilled to introduce you to an exciting new storybook journey that I believe will capture your imagination. Allow me to present Langston Mankson's Coolamade Stand Adventure, a compelling short story that promises to transport you to a world of interest, excitement, and learning. The title of the book is Langston Mankson's Coolamade Stand Adventure by Chandler Hayes. In a world of colorful imagination and captivating stories, a new children's book has emerged to empower our young minds with crucial life lessons, life skills, and financial literacy. Langston Mankson's Coolamade Stand Adventure is a cheering short story written by a talented Black author who understands the importance of equipping our youth in the early stages of life with the tools they need to navigate the realm of money, savings, and smart choices. Meet Langston Mankson and his imaginary best friend, Zonky, a pink elephant, two curious souls who embark on an adventure around the vibrant landscape of Wichita, Kansas, where Langston Mankson sets out to accomplish multiple goals and is met with obstacles that he must overcome. Langston Mankson and Zonky discover valuable lessons of talking about finances in the home in order to gain knowledge. Langston Mankson, with a little bit of confidence, the guidance of supportive parents, the help of community members like Mr. Tiller, and his imaginary best friend Zonky, Langston Mankson learns about the value of money and how to save, the importance of making thoughtful spending decisions, the significance of thinking outside the box when met with challenges with money, and the joys of sharing with others. Through relatable experiences and engaging storytelling, young readers are introduced to the fundamental concepts of money, such as earning, saving, and spending responsibly. Langston Mankson set savings goals, teaching children the importance of planning for future needs and dreams. The book celebrates diversity and the different perspectives on money, shedding light on its role in different people's lives. The characters' interactions emphasize the joys of serving others, the gift of sharing, and making a positive impact in their community. The pages of Langston Mankson's Coolamade Stand Adventure come to life with vibrant illustrations. The colorful and imaginative visuals not only captivate young readers, but also enhance their understanding of complex financial concepts. Langston Mankson's Coolamade Stand Adventure is coming soon to bookstores and online realtors. It is a must-have addition to any child's library, fostering essential life skills while sparking the joy of reading. Empower the young minds in your life with the gift of financial literacy and imagination. Join Langston Mankson, Zonky, family, and friends on their extraordinary journey of running a drink stand to set them on the path of a brighter future. Your opinion means a great deal to me. I would be honored if you would consider exploring Langston Mankson's Coolamade Stand Adventure and sharing your thoughts. Your feedback could play an invaluable role in shaping the future of this project. If you have any questions, comments, or would like to discuss the book further, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Your support in spreading the word about Langston Mankson's Coolamade Stand Adventure would mean the world to me, and I deeply appreciate your consideration. I am a passionate advocate for financial literacy. Me, Chandler Hayes, and am excited to join the community of storytellers. With a background in finances, I am driven to inspire children to embark on their own adventures of learning and discovery through the power of literature. Langston Mankson's Coolamade Stand Adventure is a heartfelt endeavor to promote financial literacy in a fun and accessible way. As a Black author, I'm committed to providing children of all backgrounds with the tools for success, and I am proud to contribute to a more financially informed generation. Thank you for taking the time to explore this advertisement, and I look forward to the possibility of sharing this extraordinary literature adventure with you. Please feel free to contact me. You can reach me at the email c287gph@gmail.com. All right, thank you. Warmest regards. Have a great day. God bless. Yo, what's good? It's Chairman House of Barf. Thank you so much to anybody and everybody who decided to stop by Kick It With Your Mans. I appreciate it. It's approximately 8:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, August 28th, 2023. Oh, goodness. The first of the month is about to be here. Oh, goodness. I'm getting chewed out. All right. It's been a wonderful morning so far. First day of school. It's amazing just to see those little ones growing up so fast. And, you know, with all the nonsense and ignorance going on, just how full of joy those little children are, man. It's just wonderful. Um, oh man, I love those little bunches of oats. Love those little babies. Um, Couple things real quick. I believe there's a class action lawsuit going on with Facebook. I'll try to find it and see if it's still relative. See how much longer people have to fill it out. It may have already expired. If you had a Facebook account, let me see. I'm just going to look it up real quick. Facebook class action lawsuit. Okay, let's see. How do you claim? Let me see. Last day to apply. The deadline was Friday, August 25th, 2023. Okay, my bad. Okay, I wasn't sure when the last day was, but it's approximately a $725 million class action lawsuit against Facebook. So pretty much, if I'm correct, if you had an account, 2007 and after, you can join the lawsuit. On the other note, also, there is a, I don't know what you would call it. Let me see. Farmers who feel discriminated against. There is this thing that you can fill out. Farmers who face this. Let me see. I'm trying to look up the most recent one. Essentially, they're accepting discrimination relief applications. Okay, so you can submit an application if you feel you've been discriminated against. You're a farmer. Let me see. And it looks like they're still accepting applications. It looks like it's for up to approximately $500,000. For any farmer, forest landowner, or rancher who experienced discrimination by the department in its farm loans programs prior to January 1st, 2021, and or has assigned or assumed USDA farm loan debt that was the subject of the USDA discrimination prior to that date are eligible for the program. So yeah, you just want to go ahead and take a look at that. I'll be sure to try to post the farmer one in the description box so that you can hop in there and fill it out. They're it looks, I believe they're giving out approximately $2 billion. This is also a way for people to say, hey, we tried to give out $2 billion, but, we only gave out this much. So I guess, we tried to do our part. There's not that much discrimination going on, right? So, please fill it out. Also, I got into a conversation with someone about student loan debt and student loan forgiveness and how much people do not look into relief plans or even possibly the potential to go down the bankruptcy route. And yes, we all know they're not going anywhere, right? Not going anywhere. You can't even, file for bankruptcy and get rid of the student loans. But there's different ways to go about it, at least possibly get it off the credit score and whatnot. Like, it's just a shame sometimes when I see people, when it comes to government assistance, when it comes to things like bankruptcy, even the possibility of having to go to collections or government relief programs, how much people will not do research based on, oh, they think that they make too much, or, oh, no, it doesn't go away. And it's like, who have you talked to? Have you talked to a bankruptcy lawyer? Have you talked to your firm? Have you talked to the collection agencies? Have you talked to the government about a forgiveness program? No one ever wants to talk to anybody, and no one wants to do research. Everybody just wants to look at the news, have the news say, these student loans aren't going anywhere and they're going to follow you for the rest of your life. So I look at the news that says that. How do I know that it's not the student loan companies paying the news to say that so that they don't find out that they could actually, it'd be like if you were, let's take electronic vehicles and gasoline, right? And you own a bunch of gasoline. You're going to tell people actually it's in the best interest for them to go get an electronic vehicle. You just went to war in the Middle East for all these years to get all this gasoline. Now you got trillions of gallons of it. And now we're going to be talking about using AI and electronic vehicles. What am I going to do with all this gasoline? It'd be like if you're renting out, a multi-unit, residential place, and when you're filling out the application, you tell all the tenants, hey, and I just want to let you know that you can get 6 months free rent because that's about how long it's going to take me to go through the court system and get a sheriff to evict you. So these people say, okay, you know what I'm saying? They got the great credit scores, they're paying you rent. Now, what would they do? They say they get their new place and they say, okay, we can stop paying rent here. You know what I'm saying? And we got our new place, we got our new car. Who cares if our credit score goes to shit right now? We're good right now. You know what I'm saying? And we'll just spend the next 7 years in the new home, hopefully, and just paying our bills on time and getting our credit scores back up and whatever. The hell with this landlord, But you don't do that, So what is it that we suspect that student loan companies are going to go out and say, hey, if you don't stop paying your student loan, in about 7 years, this whole thing will fall off your credit report. And yeah, we can keep coming for you, and collection agencies can keep coming for you, but really, there's nothing that we can do. And I mean, I don't know if there's anything in the agreement that talks about arbitration or anything, but pretty much I'm pretty sure that it's just going to go down to collections or whatever it is, and your credit score is going to take a huge hit. Now, even if you go to collections, you can do a settlement agreement. You know what I'm saying? Or call your general creditor and say, hey, can we work out a settlement agreement? Let's get this taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this over and done with, because why am I letting this student loan follow me for the rest of my life? I also got into the conversation about, I don't have child support, but, who knows? I may be on it soon. I even got into conversation with guys paying child support, and they're just like, I got to pay my child support. I got to pay my child support. I'm like, dude, you are not eating. Okay. And, they're just like, well, I got to pay this child support. I'm going to go to jail. Dude, I looked up child support cases for like 2 seconds, and already found something that said you can go to court and have this like rebalanced or whatever it's called. Now, actually, I have somebody who, they probably say, they knew, I don't know if they'll, but they're going to go to court now, or actually they already went. And we had this conversation a while ago, the child support one. The student loan was just this past weekend. The child support one actually had a little while ago. Went to court, didn't represent himself the best way possibly, you know what I'm saying? But still was able to get the child support down, because you can't live. You can't live when you have so many child support payments, There's a difference when you're trying to make your child support payments and you're doing okay, but then there's a point when you're not even living. All your money, like I've seen it, guys getting paychecks and it'd be like $10 on it. You know what I'm saying? And they got to use this $10 for the next 2 weeks. And it's like that over and over and over. They have to get roommates. They have to borrow cars. They can't live. And it's like, dude, I mean, even to have an extra $100 on your paycheck could be substantial in your life right now, So more so, because you got people like Tom Brady who got a PPP loan. Like, come on. Yeah, look, I don't know how much Tom Brady makes, but I can almost guarantee it's a lot more than a lot of these people out here that are claiming that based on their income, they won't qualify for government assistance, or they won't qualify for a student loan forgiveness program or a credit card forgiveness program, or they don't want to file for bankruptcy. Or it's like, dude, or sweethearts, the exit door is there for a reason. Like, yeah, you can go out the front door, you can go out a bunch of other side doors, but in the case of an emergency, there's an exit door for a reason. Same difference when it comes to life. If you are sitting there, student loans are ruining your life. You had these student loans when you're 18, now you're 36, and you're still paying on the student loans. You have to live with family. You can't pay all your bills. All this going on. It's like we got to find an exit. Don't sit around talking, no offense, to a lot of people who are not into finances and whatnot. Speak to your CPA. This is not advice or anything. Speak to your CPA. Speak to your bankruptcy lawyer. Speak to your tax advisor. Speak to whoever you gotta speak to. But speak to someone. Okay, because this is ridiculous at the fact that there are individuals out there who are now moving on with their lives. They may have went ahead and settled the agreement with their general creditor years ago. Maybe did a partial payment, which is going to affect because on your credit score is going to say that or credit report is going to say that you had a partial loan repayment. And that's going to affect your credit score for at least 7 years. But they're moving on now because they did it way back then. Now they're moving on. Now they're able to get into that house, that apartment, that car, you know what I'm saying? And fresh beginning. Now, can the student loan companies keep coming? Hey, you didn't pay this in full. Of course they will. They're despicable. They gave out a 9% loan to a bunch of teenagers, or well, adults, but still late teens, 18, 19, giving out $36,000. Come on. They knew what they were doing. They knew these people. In order to get a $36,000 loan, you would have had to been dropping like $4,000 a month to get that loan paid off. Then you would have probably got it paid off. Or even let's say you did $2,000 a month. Then you would have got that thing paid off in, what's that? Was that 13 months, a year and a half? But what teenager do we know that's going to do that? They're going to say, okay, cool. Got this loan. I'm going to go get some rims. About to go get an apartment. About to be helping all my boys. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to pay for my tuition. I'm living this life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it just gets so frustrating. And, when you try to talk to people, and of course, just because of who I am, everybody wants to go down the path of, oh, this is some wheel and deal, and oh no, it's research. It's research. But we don't want to get this information out there because then what? What could possibly happen? There's a difference between fraud and like stupidity. Okay? Stupidity, you have all the intentions of bettering yourself and paying this loan back and everything. Fraud is when you go around pulling out loans with no intentions of payment. Essentially, it's a term, I'm not sure. I think it's malin prohibita. It's like a legal term, which means something like doing wrong against like the law and then doing something wrong against like your intentions. Like your intentions were wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I think people would more determine you on your intentions than the actual law. Because the laws can change. But intentions is a little bit different. If you saw the Samuel Jackson, Matthew McConaughey film, A Time to Kill, which goes well into malin prohibita. He killed a man. How many men did he kill? I think he killed like 2. He killed like 2 men. Right? He broke the law. But these 2 men dragged his daughter in the woods or whatever and raped his daughter. His daughter was like 7, 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old maybe. This is a movie. So, well, he broke a law, but look at his intentions. Look at those rapers' intentions. We have a situation here that's messy. So when you pull out a student loan or when you pull out a credit card, what are your intentions? And we're going to figure this out because there's going to be a history. There's going to be a track history. Okay, this is what this person does. They pull out loans and don't pay them back. FBI, the Office of Comptroller, people are going to start figuring this out. Okay, so it's a difference when it's a one-time occasion, because even bankruptcy, you can only file for bankruptcy, I think, a certain amount of times. And I think there's only, I think there's multiple different bankruptcies, like Chapter 7, Chapter 11, or something. I'm not sure. So, you know, they figure these things out. But this was just a conversation I was having with a buddy. And I get it. We don't want a bunch of people going around just saying, hey, I took out this loan, forget about it. And we look at the TV shows, hey, you have this much in debt. We got to get you out of debt, which is true. Now, do I pay on my debts? Yes, I pay my debts. Why? They don't stress me out. And I pay them when I get to them. Yeah, I pay on my debts, but they're not like outrageous. They're not like my credit cards. This is probably the third, fourth, fifth time I paid them off and ran them back up. I'm not proud about it, but I get it paid off. I get it taken care of. But let's say my credit card debt was something stupid, which it is stupid to me now, and this has been following me around my whole life. I can't move forward. Then that's when we have to say to ourselves, okay, we need a new beginning. We need a fresh start. Okay, and it's not scamming or anything. It's using our resources. This is one thing I noticed that is very hard with people, me included. Using your resources. I have a couple homeboys who want to move to the DMV. They got family and friends here in the DMV. I said, yo, did you reach out to your family? Ask them if you could move in, or ask them if they got to hook up on jobs? Nah. So you just going to do this all on your own? It's like, I'll figure it out. It's like, dude, no, that's a knucklehead move. To move to the DMV without, alliances and whatnot, because you're going to get chewed up, spit right back out. Trust me. The weed here is legal. Liquor everywhere. During COVID, Maryland didn't shut down the liquor stores. There's beautiful women. I'm sure the guys are handsome as well. Beautiful women everywhere. Good cuisine. Access to airports everywhere. We got like 3 major airports right in the vicinity. You can travel internationally, domestically, all crazy. Before you know it, you're going to be getting chewed up and spit right back out. So it's so essential to just use those resources. People say it all the time. Your generation has the greatest library that's ever been created. The internet. Use it. And this is the greatest thing that, in my personal opinion, corporate America has on minorities, is pride and ego. To be a minority and not pay your bills, you look like you're this. Ugh, get away from them. And we're not talking about not pay your bills, on purpose. I'm talking about somebody who, is struggling. Somebody like me right now. I'd be considered a bum. Ugh, he can't pay his bills on time. So we always want to live up to the Kardashians. And I can almost guarantee the Kardashians are probably in debt some way, some shape, some form, somehow. I can almost guarantee it. Yeah, they bring in billions of dollars, but who's to say that some of those billions of dollars isn't leveraged against banks, credit card companies, and whatnot? Meaning that they pull out so much in a loan that now they almost damn near own the bank, because the bank's going to want that money back. So let's just say they have, for example, let's say they have $1 billion in assets. They can use that $1 billion as collateral on their leverage. Say, hey, listen, I'm going to take out 500 million, right? Give me 50%. Take out 500 million, and I got this $1 billion in assets. They got way more than 10 billion, I'm sure. I mean, way more than $1 billion, I'm sure. I heard one of the Jenners has $1 billion by themselves. Now, is it true or false? I don't know. Could be on leverage. You know what I'm saying? So, because you got to think, if you're on a major scale and you're trying to build your brand, right? You want to make sure you're at the Met Galas and I don't even know, these fancy schmancy Hollywood parties, whatever. You want to expand your brand. We're talking about you want to expand it to Cameroon. You want to expand it to France, Italy, or whatever. Prague. You want to expand it to Russia or whatever. You want to expand your brand. Now, how are you going to expand your brand? You bring in a team of people. You bring in the brand experts. You bring in Goldman Sachs. You bring in all these people. And then they come up with an evaluation of how much it will probably cost you to expand the brand to the way you want it to be. And they say, okay, this is probably going to cost you approximately $2 billion. Okay, so how are we going to get these? So you got to call the venture capitalist, somebody who's looking for new opportunities. You got to find investors. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the numbers really don't really be true to the way it looks to us. You know what I'm saying? So they're okay with doing it, but guess who's not? The minorities, the broke minorities who, oh, I make too much money to qualify for any government assistance. It's like, I think Donald Trump is on some type of government assistance, and he's supposed to be a billionaire. Yeah, but he got caught up with some bank stuff. He took out loans, didn't pay him back, and now the bank has to figure out a way to get Donald Trump. This jail situation is going to stress him out. Because when you go to jail, man, I mean, you got to have your affairs in order. Or by the time you get out, everything's going to be ate up. So one thing I just say is do your research. This is what BARF is about, doing the research. Looking at all the angles. When you come into a room, first thing you should look for is the exit. Just in the case of any emergency, you know where the exit is. Same difference when you hop into any situation and you want to trade options. You got to figure out, let's say, for example, you get into a car accident, coma, boom, bow. You don't want to be waking up out of your coma. Did you sell that option? you know, you want to make sure that the worst case scenario, you already have everything in place so that you're able to exit that option strategy. So you're not sat there, exercising it, getting left with 100 shares of Chipotle. Oh my gosh, your life is ruined. And as soon as that shit goes through, you know what's going to happen. The broker dealer is going to do a call. We're going to do a maintenance call. We need you to put this much back in. You know what I'm saying? You over there passed out. Nothing you can do. You ain't tell your family what you're up to. Say, I don't know what you're doing. They're not checking. Now you just bought 10,000 shares of Chipotle at $1,800 a share. Oh my gosh. So like $1.8 million in Chipotle. Hopefully you're in the money. Now, if you're in the money, you're doing sweet. But still, there's no need to put yourself in a position like that. It may work once or twice, but there's no need to put yourself in positions like that. The easy thing to do, find the exit in a case of emergency. It's time to go ahead. Let's exit out. So, just wanted to touch on those topics real quick. Getting ready to take a look at the markets. Also, I want to say shout out to who's ever in Australia. Thank you for, I saw, I had a listener from Australia. I'm not sure when it was. Maybe it was this past week. I didn't see that before. I didn't see it prior. But supposedly I have an Australian listener. So, hey, thank you for that. Appreciate that. I'm definitely going to have to come visit Australia someday. I hear they have some of the most venomous creatures in the whole, they have the top 12 most venomous creatures in the whole world. I think they have this fish that has spines on it. Just one little drop of that venom, could kill you. Can't think of all the other venomous animals they have, but I would love to check it out. You know what I'm saying? And just as long as I'm safe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, I want to say shout out to that, and also shout out to all the people. Thank you so much who decided to take time. I saw I got probably a few listens this past weekend, which, as I say, when it comes to the weekends, I'm not. If I could, I would just shut down the podcast because, as I say, business, finance, accounting, and everything is not, shouldn't be our whole lives. We still gotta have relationships, sex, hugging, affection, our religion, our exercise, our socialization, our nutrition, our meditating, whatever it is. These are huge in our lives. I compare to business and romance. It's something like romance without finance has no chance. Okay, so it's not so important, but it is kind of important. So I want to say shout out to y'all. Thank y'all so much for supporting. Please, I got the book coming out. Please support the book when it comes out. Langston Mason's Kool-Aid Stand Adventure. Actually, had a conversation with the publishers this past weekend. No, not actually the publishers. My pop had a conversation, and then my pop relayed what they talked about, which was, one, keep marketing, but there's going to be a small portion of marketing done on their end. And then also, seriously, I don't need to relay everything we talk about, but be prepared just in case this book takes off. Your life could go down different angles. Okay. Be prepared. No, there's no saying that this book will take off. Okay. Lord willing, you know what? Let's manifest it. This book is going to take off and it's going to sell millions, or actually it's going to get in the hands of millions of people. This book is going to get in the hands of millions of people. So they said, keep doing your marketing. So the marketing I'm doing is on my own. I'm just doing it on my own. But they said, we're going to help you with your marketing. We're going to do a little bit of marketing for you. Also, be prepared. It's getting crunch time. The book should hopefully be out soon. Be prepared. You're going to receive compliments. You're going to receive hate. Some of the hate is going to be from your closest friends and family. Some of the compliments are going to be from random individuals that just love your work. I mean, it's just a children's book, but who knows where it can go. Also, I told you I got to start working out. Start getting prepared to be in public. Promoting the book, you know what I'm saying? Going to different places, sitting down, having a cup of coffee or a glass of wine, sitting down, talking about financial literacy. So it is a children's book, but it touches on financial literacy and just different things we can talk about when it comes to financial literacy. So please support the book. Also, please support House of Barf. Your support will help sustain future episodes. Also, I am going to work on what to offer to people who support. So I'm figuring things out. I'm probably going to take down a bunch of episodes and just leave those for supporters. Also, eventually going to try to come out with more merchandise. I'm going to figure things out. We're all taking this one day at a time. So I want to thank anyone and everyone who decided to stop by. I'm chilling over some friend's house. So that's one reason I'm kind of like trying to hold it down. But I want to thank anybody and everybody who decided to stop by and kick it with your mans. I appreciate it. I'm Chan Man. This is House of Barf. Introducing the Listener Support Program, fueling the future and quality of House of Barf. Dear loyal listeners, at the House of Barf, we strive to bring you the most engaging, informative, and entertaining content every day into the world of business, accounting, regulation, and finance. We strive to provide you with expert knowledge, practical tips, and thought-provoking discussions to help you excel in your financial endeavors. We are dedicated to fostering meaningful conversations, sharing valuable insights, and creating a community of like-minded individuals who are passionate about business, accounting, regulation, and finance. Producing high-quality content requires dedication, resources, and effort from a talented team of one, me, but in the future, hopefully I'll have a team. That's why we are excited to introduce our listener support program. This initiative allows you, our cherished audience members, to play a pivotal role in shaping the future and the content and assuring House of Barf's sustainability. In the future, becoming a supporter, you will be able to enjoy a range of exclusive benefits. Benefits that I'm hoping to be able to bring eventually: early access to episodes, access to episodes that are not, public, that are not accessible to everyone, possibly even create better content. And then all those mistakes I make, maybe I'll put them in a separate episode. You'll be able to get some behind the scenes stuff, and other exclusive things such as merchandise. Possibly I have a children's book coming out, may be able to offer that. Your support goes directly towards enhancing the quality of our content, expanding our reach, our research, and investing in new resources and technology to bring you even better experiences. Your contribution will help us continue to deliver thought-provoking discussions, captivating stories, and insightful I didn't mean to say that. Maybe in the future, may possibly interview someone that will keep you engaged and inspired. Join us in shaping the future of House of Barf by becoming a supporter today. Your generosity empowers us to keep our conversations alive and ensures that we can contribute to provide valuable content to audiences around the United States and hopefully in the future of the world. To support us, simply visit podcasters.spotify.com. Then you can get to House of Barf. Also, it is on Spotify. And support this podcast and become a supporter, and choose a membership tier that aligns with your preferences. Every contribution, no matter how small or how big, makes a meaningful impact and is deeply appreciated. Thank you for being an essential part of our journey. With your support, we can reach new heights and create content that truly resonates with you, our incredible listeners. God bless. Happy listening. I'm Chanman. This is House of Barf. Again, if you would like, you can visit podcasters.spotify.com/pod/show/Chan-man7. And you can go to support this podcast and become a supporter today. Thank you. You can also reach me at c287gph@gmail.com. Thank you again. You have a wonderful day. God bless.